Hello! I'm Shwani, this is the Curly Bookworm, and I want to talk about what I want to read in 2018 in general, like what are my goals. Let's go for it. Before I do, let me quickly say yes, I have colored my hair. I did it myself and it came out beautifully, so I'm super happy about that. And I also got a haircut, if you've noticed. Not that it's important. But yeah, let's talk about book goals, okay? As far as book goals go, I also want to talk about what happened last year, because I had some goals for last year that I'd set for myself. Let's say that it's not a complete failure, but it wasn't a complete success either, so I'm okay with that, yeah. So I'd set a book goal for myself of 50 books on Goodreads. This is something that I don't necessarily want to stick to. I'm not gonna cry myself to bed if I don't complete this goal. But, I just set it because it's nice to sort of have a number in mind. You know what I mean? Yeah. The number that I had set was about 50 books. And I think I got over 53 books. And that's kind of nice. The other thing that I told myself was that I would read a bunch of different genres in this last year. That was graphic novels, poetry, nonfiction, classics, and audiobooks. I had set my intentions, so you can go and take a look at why I had set my intentions like that in this video above. But let me tell you how I did on that. I did fantastically with graphic novels because I ended up reading 6 graphic novels and I ended up DNFing 1. So technically 7, kind of. And then I had poetry on my list and I read about 3 to 4 books. The reason why I'm saying 3 to 4 is because 3 definitely, and the 4th book is sort of, I wanted to savor it, so I kind of didn't finish the whole thing. So I read it like every time I'm in that mood and that zone, if you know what I mean. The next one was nonfiction. Nonfiction, I did 2.5 books. Again, why is that 2.5? I finished 2 books and I finished half a book. So I just want to put that, on the table. I mean, why steal credit from myself? The next one was classics. I failed terribly on this. I did absolutely 0 classics, like none at all. And then I had wanted to do audiobooks and I did about 3.5 audiobooks. Again, the half was a book that I'm in the middle of currently. That's what happened last year. I think that I did a lot more than I wanted to do. It was a really busy year. And this year is not going to be any less busy. So I'm cool with, setting my horizons out there and saying, this is what I'd like to do this year consciously and doing some of it. So let's look at book goals this year. I wanted to bring back classics because I failed miserably at that and I still want to read classics. I still want to find out what is so charming about it because I've never gotten it. The second one is that I don't want to bring back nonfiction, but I want to make sure that I am reading a little bit. It's not necessarily a goal because I was fairly successful last year. I did end up reading 2 books that I really liked. But I wanted to make sure that I was reading a little more nonfiction this year and just keep an eye out on that. So new goals is I want to definitely reread some books. So some of these books here, I freaking love them. That's why they're on my shelves. But then I get so greedy about new books that I find myself not rereading as much as I used to before. So I want to make sure that I'm rereading a couple of books at least this year. The next one is books by Indian authors. This is something that I absolutely don't do. I don't know if I'm missing out on something. I don't know if I'm not, but I'd like to explore it. If you guys have any recommendations, by the way, that you really love, please send them my way because I have no idea what the Indian author scene's like. I mean, the ones that I do know about, I just thoroughly disrespect. And the other ones are fairly old. So if you guys know some really cool Indian authors that are new and modern, I'd love to read them. The next thing that I'd really like to do is read some short story books. I want to buy them and read them consciously because I read this amazing book called Kiss Me Someone last year and it was super enjoyable for me. And so I want to go back into that. And I find myself really busy these days. So I feel like just dipping in and out of short stories have been kind of nice as an experience for me. So I definitely want to go into that as well. So here's one of the last goals on my list. There are some authors that I've been super curious about, have always started and never gotten into it. to be fair, I don't think I gave it a fair chance. I think I was not in the right mood. I don't know what it is, but there are these authors that I don't know. I feel like I may be intimidated by, and I consciously want to try this year to change that. And so I want to read some of these authors that I've kind of put at the back of my shelf all the time. I want to read Neil Gaiman. I want to read Stephen King. I want to read Terry Pratchett. I have this book here that is really pretty. Hold on. Okay, so I have this book here that I really like. It's so gorgeous. I got it from the British Library bookstore in London, and it's beautiful. Just look at that cover. It's gorgeous. And if for nothing else, I want to go into Terry Pratchett just for that. I mean, just because it's such a beautiful book and it's begging to be read. But yeah, so those are basically most of my goals. The only other goal, which is kind of an irrelevant goal, it's a non-goal really, is 50 books a year on Goodreads. That's what I've put my goal as this year. It's not less or more than last year. I feel like it's gonna be a crazy year full of travel and like this new job and all of that. So I want to be realistic about it, but I don't want to put too much pressure on myself either. So those were my book goals for the year. Tell me what yours are. Is there something that you're curious about? Is there something that you want to read? Is there something that interests you and you haven't ever gotten there? The one thing that you should keep in mind is that when I make book goals, I'm not necessarily like freaking out about not making them happen, or if it hasn't happened. I'm pretty chill about not achieving these goals, because they're not really goals for me. They're kind of more wish lists. I've said this before as well. And so I don't get upset if I don't hit those goals or whatever. I just know that at the back of my mind, and I'm like, okay, this is something that I wanted to do this year, so let's try. So it's like a wish list basically. Anyway, so that's it from me. I gotta go now. I will talk to you soon in my next video, which is going to be about my experience of audiobooks. So come back and subscribe and like and share the word about this channel if you know other people that likes books or curly hair for that matter. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.